The number one reason so many students get stuck on the SAT has almost nothing to do with how smart they are. It's because they treat it like a regular school test. But the SAT is a game, and if you play a game without knowing the strategy, you're going to lose points you deserve. So today I'm giving you the 10 core strategies for that game. And stick around, because the last one is a simple mindset shift that will completely change how you take the test. Strategy number 1, don't get stuck. The digital SAT lets you jump between questions in a module. This makes time management super important. If you spend more than a minute on a question and you're still lost, you're falling into a trap. Don't panic. Instead, make your best guess, flag the question, and move on. It's better to use that time to correctly answer 3 easier questions than to waste 5 minutes on one hard one. Strategy number 2, never leave a question blank. The SAT has no penalty for wrong answers. A right answer is worth points. A wrong answer is worth 0 points. A blank answer is also worth 0 points. That means you must answer every single question. A blind guess on a question with 4 choices gives you a 25% chance at a free point. Leaving it blank gives you a 0% chance. It's simple math that you have to use to your advantage. Strategy number 3, use your extra time the smart way. If you finish a section with time to spare, be strategic. First, go back to the questions you flagged as difficult. After that, and this is key, use any leftover time to double check the easiest questions. Why it's far more common to lose a point from a silly mistake like misreading a number or clicking the wrong bubble than it is to suddenly have a breakthrough on a problem that completely stumped you. Lock in the points you've already earned. Strategy number 4, work backwards from the answers. On many math questions, the answer is sitting right there in front of you. Often the fastest way to solve a problem is to just try the answer choices and see which one works. A great shortcut is to start with choice C, since the answers are almost always in order. If C is too big, you know the real answer must be A or B. If it's too small, it has to be D. You can find the right answer in just 2 tries without doing any complicated algebra. Strategy number 5, when in doubt, make it real. When you see an abstract algebra problem with variables like x or y, turn it into simple arithmetic by making up your own numbers. For example, if a problem says, if k is an even integer, don't panic. Just pick an easy even number like k equal to 2 and plug it into the answer choices. This turns a confusing problem into a simple one that is much harder to mess up. Strategy number 6, use the calculator as a weapon, not a crutch. The built-in Desmos calculator on the digital SAT is a powerful tool, but it can also be a trap that wastes your time. You should use it for the heavy lifting, graphing a function finding where 2 lines intersect, or solving a nasty equation. You should not use it for simple math like 10 times 4. Your brain is faster for basic calculations. Use the calculator as a special weapon for the right moment. Strategy number 7, treat grammar questions as quick wins. The reading and writing section is a mix of reading comprehension and grammar questions. The grammar questions are about rule, commas, verb, sentence structure. They aren't about deep thinking. They're about pattern recognition. Solve these rule-based questions as fast as you can. This will save you valuable time and mental energy that you can then use on the more difficult passage-based questions. Strategy number 8, for student notes, focus on the goal. You'll see questions that start with, the student wants to. Here's the shortcut. Ignore the notes at first. Just read the sentence that describes the student's goal. Then go directly to the answer choices and ask yourself, which of these actually does that? This simple trick will help you eliminate wrong answers instantly without getting lost in the details. Strategy number 9, learn the wrong answer. Traps. Wrong answers aren't random. They are designed to trick you in predictable ways. Learn to spot them. Be very careful of answer choices with extreme words like always, never, all, or none. Also, watch out for answers that are technically true statements, but don't actually answer the specific question being asked. Learning to spot these common traps is a huge part of improving your score. Strategy number 10, be a detective, not a fan. And finally, the most important strategy of all. When you're looking at answer choices, don't look for the right answer. That's a trap that makes you pick something that just sounds good. Instead, be a detective. Your job is to find the flaw in the other 3 answer choices. If an answer has one part that isn't perfect, cross it out. The one that's left over is the right answer. So there you have 10 powerful strategies to master the SAT game. Knowing the strategy is only the first step. You have to practice it. If this was helpful, subscribe for more videos to help you master the SAT. And if you have a question about any of these strategies, ask it in the comments below.